Douglas Cooling and Heating, serving the Birmingham area for 38 years. 988-3706. That's Douglas.
I'm James Spann. This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video for Friday, the 1st of July. Ooh, a holiday weekend is on us, and looks like the weather for the most part is going to be pretty decent, just what you expect here for the 4th of July. Hot, a lot of sun, and maybe a storm by Sunday or Monday, but probably not too many. We'll go to some of the Skycam shots around the network. Let's start with that Gulf Shores Skycam, since a lot of you will be headed down that way. I bet your beaches will be jam-packed this weekend. Nice and quiet down there, lots of sun for the weekend. And yes, there's the chance of a pop-up storm in spots, but rain should not be a big problem. Highs around 90 on the immediate coast. That water is running in the upper 80s, the SSTs, the sea surface temperatures. Kind of work our way around the state, head up north. There's Tuscaloosa at 5 o'clock. Sky is mostly clear. And up in the Tennessee Valley, there's the Decatur Skycam overlooking the Tennessee River. Well, the old 588 heat ring is expanding. Kind of headed up toward Chicago and Milwaukee, and certainly got its grasp on us, so we do expect highs in the 90s for the foreseeable future. Temperatures yesterday, those are highs. Looks like we saw a high of about 108 over south central Kansas. That's nasty, but look at the cool air back behind that in that trough in the northwest, and nice and cool up in the northeast. And around here, highs were mostly in the low 90s yesterday, just not that bad. The humidity was low, a very nice day for the end of June. Convective outlooks got a slight risk today way up north on top of the heat ridge. That's where the action is. And day two, again, all of the active convection will fire north of the heat bubble, the ring of fire, if you will. QPF chart, expected rain for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday evening of next week, and this is suggesting rain amounts of about 1/2 inch here. And, of course, it's that time of the year where, these maps are not that helpful for us in that the convection is very scattered in nature. But maybe by Sunday and Monday we'll start to see a few storms popping up again. And the tropics are now quiet. That Arlene has moved inland and fizzled out. Nothing happening of any major concern across the vast Atlantic basin. So let's look at modeling. This is the OZGFS, valid at 1 o'clock this afternoon at 500 millibars. Very weak flow aloft. The westerlies are well to the north. Heat ridge nosing up toward the Great Lakes, and down below that looks like a mostly dry day. And again, the model has given us some evidence from time to time of convection or isolated showers over Georgia. We actually had those yesterday, but the chance of rain for any one spot here is so small, just not worth mentioning. And mid-90s are likely, 94, 95, something like that. Same thing tomorrow. Sunny day to kick off the weekend with mid-90s. And Sunday, no big change. A good supply of sunshine. Now we're going to start to bring in a slight chance of a shower Sunday, but obviously not much will be happening. Here's Monday, Independence Day, and we're kind of getting on the eastern periphery of the ridge. And as we all know, sometimes you can have a northwest flow thunderstorm complex that we don't see in these maps. There's the surface chart, and the door would be open for that, and there could be a few scattered storms around, but certainly not a bad day at all. And again, mid-90s are likely. There's Tuesday of next week, and I promise we're showing you different maps. They just look the same. That'll be a partly sunny and hot day, some risk of a storm in scattered spots. Wednesday, Thursday, and a week from today. And again, we're kind of on the eastern periphery of the heat bubble. The most intense heat is off to the west, and again, that would suggest scattered storms. And it just seems like with each day next week, the ridge weakens slightly, and perhaps with each day, the coverage of the scattered showers and storms will slowly increase over that latter half of the week. And the end of the forecast on July 16th. I got a little bit of a weakness down here, and again, that looks kind of moist and muggy, and again, some spots getting a storm. You know the story so well. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great Friday, and God bless.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news in all of central Alabama.
In back-to-back ratings periods,
more people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.